How you doing? My name is John Patrick Morgan, and I'm out here on the beach during shutdown, lockdown, quarantine, breaking the rules. This place is closed. I'm not the only one breaking rules. You see, you got some people, lady with her dog there. Got some people walking on the bike path here that's closed. Actually, quite a number of people. So it's a good place for me to share with you the idea of breaking the rules and why that's an important idea. So I'm watching a movie the other day on Heidegger, the philosopher, and he was basically one of his ideas, his points, is that we live mostly within a set of rules. Most of them we're not conscious of, but our cultural ideas, our expectations about life and how it's supposed to work. Not just things like speed limits, but just rules about how you should behave. You know, what's socially acceptable. 6 feet distance right now is socially acceptable. Anything less than that might get you a look. But there are rules that we live within, and we live within this box of rules, and we don't realize most of them. But what's important is that we break the rules from time to time and in certain instances, because it's only through breaking a rule that we actually even create the possibility for a different world. There was an example in this little movie. The movie's called Being in the World, by the way. It's a kind of documentary about these ideas, but they give an example about the high jump in the Olympics. People used to jump forward over the bar. And then suddenly one year this guy showed up and he just jumped backwards over the bar and he got all the golds. Don't remember his name, but like, he broke the rules. That's not how you're supposed to do it. But he got higher. So they changed the rules, and now there's a whole new world. That's how everybody jumps now. And this is how everything in life unfolds. Until we break a rule, there's not a possibility outside of that. And so I'm not saying right now, everybody go break all the rules with social distancing. But I do think that it's important, if you're going to live as a creative force in your life, that you look for, what are the rules that I'm living and that I'm obeying without even realizing it? You know, and let me think through these things for myself. Like, I have always not necessarily followed the rules just because they're there. I've lost my driver's license as a result of this. I've had a lot of speeding tickets as a result of this, to pick that particular context. But I've never hurt anybody. The consequences of breaking those rules aren't too dire. Not driving 100 miles an hour, but a little quicker. Used to. Don't anymore, actually, now that I've just gotten older, slowed down. But my point is that living as an expression of leaning into rules and being willing to break them is how you actually create new possibilities for, not just for yourself, but for the entire planet. You know, look at all the rules that we had about, you know, we have to be around people, and if we didn't break those rules and go into lockdown, then we wouldn't be creating this possibility of slowing the spread of the virus down. But in order to break a rule, you have to be willing to stomach some risk. Something is going to be broken. Somebody might be upset with you. And that's where it really lives, the fear of disobeying. It's not just, it's not actually, you're not born with that. It's culturally inculcated. We learn to obey. It's in the religious texts. I mean, it's an old idea. But if you don't obey and serve the hierarchy, and serve the collective and their expectations of you, then your life is at risk. It's an existential threat. But we don't realize how much it controls us and how much we live inside it. So this is an offering for an inquiry more than anything. And the inquiry for yourself is, what are the rules that I'm obeying because I'm afraid to step outside of them? And then look at it. What's the actual risk? What if I were to just bend that a little bit? Maybe just break that once, or a little break, right? What might happen? What new possibility might I create? Right now, the rules about how business is supposed to operate. I just talked to a judge the other day. She tries really high-profile cases, and now she's doing it on Zoom. Like sending people to jail, getting people out of jail, using Zoom video conference from home because the court's got to keep going, but we can't be in the court. I'm sure that's outside, but they probably didn't do that before. Breaking the rules, creating a new world. What will courts look like when judges spend 6 months putting people in jail and making judgments through Zoom? Will we still have these physical courts? Will they be a necessity? How many things in the world will be different now that we're breaking all these rules? A lot of things will be different, but you can be a force of that in your own life. You can be a force of creation in your own life by breaking rules in your own life. Look for rules to break. Let me know which ones you break. Let me know if you're scared, and we can talk about how you don't need to be. A lot of the fear that we feel around breaking rules is based on an illusion around how bad it would be. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you love these ideas, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Watch videos, comment, and if you want to be in conversation, then Creator Circle is the best place for you to be. That's my year-long program where I'm in deep dialogue with people that help them to see how they create everything that they're experiencing in life and everything they have. It's a perspective. It's a perspective that gives you peace. It gives you power. If you like the sound of that, go to my website, check out Creator Circle, reach out to me, let's talk. Most of all, thank you for being here. I love you. Bye for now.